What's going on, man? It's not hard. Do more for fun. It's out now. And you watching Stay On TV. Ashley Tiffaney.
The show is just started, so if you ain't with us, then you gotta get out the way. I do whatever it takes.
Hey everyone, it's Ashley Tiffaney and you're watching Stay On TV. We're back at IMI Studios and I'm sitting here with Stunt Hard. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Of course, it's been a long time coming, for sure.
Yeah, long time. If you know, you know.
Yeah, I feel like we knew each other for a while now through mutual friends back in the day when you were in a group.
Yeah.
That was like 10 years ago? Or around like
maybe
8?
More.
It was around college days?
Yeah. Like around 10. Yeah, like 2014-ish.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's like 10.
Wow,
Yeah.
and I feel like the last time I saw you, correct me if I'm wrong, I think you were performing at, was it Webster Hall? It was like an event.
Nah, that wasn't Webster. That was it was a Sparrow event. Event. I'm not sure the event, but I know it was only me and Velly there, and
that was like,
yeah.
I feel like
I remember I walked in and I saw you. You were like on like a balcony or something like that.
Yeah.
It was like
Definitely pre-pandemic for sure.
Yeah. Well, life was good.
I mean, life is still good.
It's
We're here
like,
now.
Life is lit, but it's like pre-pandemic. I feel like events were better. Let me just say that.
I agree.
We getting there. We getting back there.
Do you feel like shows is like different for you, like performing now than pre-pandemic?
I feel like for me it's better. It's way better. We gonna speak about that as the show progresses, but it's way better. But yeah, I feel like for like most artists it's not.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess if you wasn't really outside during that time, you wouldn't really understand.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know.
Nah. Okay. No, that's facts for sure. And, for the people that don't know you out here and like my Stay On TV fans, just like introduce yourself. I know you're from Brooklyn. Just give a rundown.
So what's up, y'all? I'm gonna talk to my people too. So my name is Stunt Hard. I'm an artist from Brooklyn, New York, Fort Greene, stand up. And I've been doing this music thing for a long, long time. I feel like I just now started like going as a solo artist, but I'm a dad now as well. That's another thing. So we gonna talk about that as well. But yeah, and I'm a real like rooted person as far as like music and like culture and stuff like that. Like I was really like groomed at a young age. So yeah, that's pretty much me.
Nah, I love that. And yeah, in fact, you have been grinding for a minute, and I feel like, I always knew like you were going to like continue to do what you was going to do, which is rapping. But where would you say your dad won? So congratulations on that. Daughter, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Aria. I keep her everywhere.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Yeah, I see her name.
Yeah.
Where would you say you're in your life like right now, like this current moment?
I feel like the season I'm in is like, I feel like I want to say like I'm real, like this is my season. Like this is my time, my turn, like my chance to really like go all in. I feel like that's the season I'm in right now, and I'm just not taking no risk. Like I'm taking all risks right now. I feel like that's the season that I'm in, and I feel like I just feel this like huge pressure on me to do it now. Like not in a rush, but I feel like it's so overdue that it's like I must do what must be done. So that's just how I've been feeling. That's the season I'm in right now.
And where do you feel like that urge came from? Where it's just like the time is now.
I started feeling that way like before 2023. Like I started feeling that way. Like I was like writing out this whole plan. Like I'm gonna do this when the year starts. I'm gonna do that. And then I found out about my daughter, and I'm like, it didn't sit me down, but it gave me like some perspective. And then like I kind of like everything I'm doing this year in 2024, I had planned for 2023.
Okay.
But when I found out about her, it kind of like sat me down a little bit, and then I had to really just put her first. So I kind of like gave her my whole 2023, but then once I held her in the hospital, I'm like, yep, it's time. So when the ball dropped this year, I just started going in.
And I love that because I know like my brother's a parent too, and he tells me like how his life like changed after like having his sons. How has having your daughter changed you as a person and as an artist?
It's taught me to be a lot patient. Like I thought I would have my daughter's a good baby, but she be turned. So like I thought I would like, you know, it's taught me a lot of patience. Like she be turned. It be times where I'm tired, but it's like when she see me, like, or if she see her mom, she pop up. Like she could be getting ready to go to sleep. If one of us walk in the room, she pop up, and it's like, even though I'm dumb tired, it's like she don't really know what I got to deal with outside of being her dad, you know. So I try to it's just a new, just source of like motivation and like light and stuff like that. And she's innocent, you know. She's a baby. She's always smiling. So
you play your music around the house around her. She heard it.
She gonna get this soul. She gonna get this soul.
I know she probably heard a freestyle because you're still doing your daily freestyles, or
yeah, I'm still doing the daily stuff. I be playing music for her. Like one day, I just had her like, I be cursing in my music, so I kind of don't like want her to hear that part of it. But like on some of like my verses that I don't curse at all, like I'll play it for her just to see like how she reacts. But one day we were in like a Uber, and I was just playing the music for her, just letting her watch the videos, and she was just looking like, wait, I know that person. So
that's so cute. That's so cute. And actually, let's take it back. Like, let's take it all the way back to your childhood. What's like one of your strongest memories you have just relating to music?
One of the best ones that I had, I would say, is like recording at my aunt's house. So like, shout out to my aunt Nay, but we would always be at like Auntie Nay's house just recording and stuff like that. We always had like an in-home studio and stuff like that. So I was recording real early. So like I started making music around like 5, but I started recording. I'm gonna let you hear my first song one day, but I started recording like at 8. RP to my cousin E. Like he would, you know, engineer a lot of like my early stuff. So like we were making music in the crib. That stuff was like going platinum. Like we was performing for the family and all that. Like so like when you see when you see those like child stars that like they documentaries come out and shit, and they were performing as a kid, like that was like me and my cousins and stuff like that. We were doing that.
Oh my gosh. Is he still one of your engineers?
RP.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he passed away. RP to E. I kind of do it all myself, but like he taught me a lot of stuff like early. And then Veli, he would engineer a lot of stuff early. My brother started off writing like a lot of my music. When I first started like making music, my brother would write it, but I was natural at like performing it. So like it was only a matter of time before I could write my own music. So like by the time I was like 8, 9, 10, I was fully writing verses, making songs and stuff like that, you know. So
that's crazy. That's really good. That's really amazing too. Yeah. Was like one of your favorite classes in growing up? Was it like English or poetry or something?
It was always math. That's the crazy part.
Oh.
I'm actually really good at math.
That's great.
But those were the boring classes to me, like English, history, and stuff like that. But like math, what?
Oh, dope.
Math is the one. Another thing too, like my brother's dad was well, he still is, Sauce Money. He used to be in like Rockefeller and stuff like that with Jay-Z in him. So like my brother like always had like that music gene in him. So it was, when I was younger and my brothers and my cousins was like making music and stuff like that, I really felt like I was hearing some of the best rappers that nobody ever heard about or like knew. So like he was teaching me a lot of stuff early. Like he had it in him. I didn't. Like my dad was like a freelance carpenter, but my brother was like really had some music gene in him, you know. So he taught me. I give him a lot of credit every chance I get.
What's one of like the greatest or best advice you got like back in the day that you still carry with you today, relating to music?
Just do it, and don't be scared to do it. Like, I used to be shy as hell. Like, I used to be shy. I know it don't sound like it, but I used to be super shy. Like, if someone would play my music, I'd be like, yo, turn that off. Like, I wouldn't even want people to, yeah, like, I wouldn't want people to know. Like, one time I was in 7th grade, and this girl, this is before anybody knew I was just Malik. Like, I was just Malik Jackson. And this girl came to school singing my song in 7th grade. I will never forget. Crazy thing is, her name was Ashley, right?
Shout out to the Ashleys.
I love her to this day. But she was singing my song, and I was just like, oh, my God, like, shut up. Like, stop singing that. Like, shut up. But she, like, those moments, like, kind of, like, made me, like, like, just go for it.
Were you in, like, school shows or plays and stuff?
I tried it once in college, and they kind of, like, shot me down. Like, I said, like, 2 lines, and they was like, next. And I was like, what the hell?
Now, Brooklyn, how has Brooklyn shaped your life and where you're going?
Brooklyn is everything, bro. Like, Brooklyn is everything. I love where I'm from. I can't imagine being from anywhere else. I don't know. I just feel like I was just, no offense to no other borough, but, like, I ain't about to say that. I ain't gonna say
But
that.
say it.
I just feel like that's, like, the capital of the world. Like, everybody from Brooklyn gonna feel what I'm saying.
Nah, yeah, my mother's family's from Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy, so I love Brooklyn.
They know.
I love Brooklyn for sure.
Fort Greene.
Yeah, okay. And, yeah, just talk about that. Like, how has it, like, shaped your music and everything you're doing?
It's so crazy? Like, I never really felt like I had, like, a regional sound as far as, like, music. I never felt like I sounded like exactly where I was from, because I never really wanted to. Like, I always looked at what everybody else is doing, and I knew, like, I wouldn't stand out really doing that. So I never really felt like I had, like, a super, like, regional sound. But I would say it showed me a lot of, like, how to stand out.
Okay.
So that would probably make the most sense. Like, it showed me how to stand out. Like, and, Brooklyn is, like, trendsetters, so.
Yeah. But do you feel like being from Brooklyn, it kind of tells you, like, dang, like, I got to be great? Because the greats is from Brooklyn. Biggie, Jay-Z, Kim. Or does it give you, like, that motivation? Like, yo, I'm just...
I mean, the greats is from New York. So you're going to feel that pressure no matter what borough you in. Because even if you look at Queens, you got 50, Nicki, Nas, like, the list goes on. So you're going to feel that pressure regardless. Right.
Okay. All right. And I know you're in a space where, well, are you just, like, having fun? Like, where is it right now? Let's get into Do More for Fun.
Yeah. We gonna
Your
get into
debut album,
Yeah.
dropped it this year.
Yeah, it's been out for almost a month. Yeah, man, I keep it on me. See?
Okay, Do More for Fun, and you're doing it on the other side.
I gotta keep it on me. But that project, that came from, like, a time where, I took my break from music, so that came from that time. That was a real, like, period where I felt like nothing was coming to me. Nothing. Like, no inspo, no nothing. Like, I completely stopped making music. Sometimes I wasn't even writing it or, recording it or anything like that. And then I just kept telling myself, like, if I just do more for fun, that shit will come to me.
Yeah.
Like, if I just not worry about it, just try to live a little bit, try to, be a regular person without thinking of, like, this big end goal, just be a regular person for a little bit, have some fun. Like, I just had too much pressure on myself. And once I started doing that, that's when, like, the music started coming. That's when the inspiration started coming for, like, some of the songs. And yeah, that's really where it came from. And now, like, we just in a process where we just, like, kind of, like, shooting videos and stuff like that and trying to continue to promote it.
Yeah. And I really feel like I definitely dissect the album, and I appreciate the album, and I love the intro and how you were just talking on it, and how you said you were just in this space where you had to push yourself to just do more for fun and be in the present. How important is it, like, in your career right now, and as you, like, elevate in your life, to just be still and be present sometimes?
I think that's the biggest part of it, because it's like you spend your whole time trying to chase something, and it's like you realize, like, the journey there is, like, the most important part. So just watching my daughter grow, it's like I don't want to miss nothing.
Yeah.
So it's like I kind of want to be present. I want to be there, you know, for the first tooth. Like, I don't want to, like, I don't care about when she grow up. You know, I just want to see it happening day by day by day. And, you know, I take the same thing and just put that into my career. I want to actually be a part of the process and feel like I'm here and not just worried about what's next, you know.
Right. And as far as the debut album, how long did it take you to create that? Was it like any old tracks, or this was just after you taking that break and you created all those?
There was one older song. So the last song, Fly on the Wall.
Transparency in all my bars, transplant the way I get my heart be off. Yeah, I even thought about getting some therapy this year, but nothing feel as therapeutic as me being here. No matter if it's on a stage or me on a song, the only place I feel like I belong. That's real.
In 2022, and that was like one of the first songs that I like tried to do when it was like damn, I don't really feel that confident, but let me gut this one out. So I felt like that one was necessary, because that was one of the songs I actually did while I was in that down period.
That's crazy, because that's one of my favorite. That's actually my favorite song on the album.
That's the only song that's kind of old. But then all the other songs, I started it in February
of this year.
Mm-hmm. And then I finished in August.
Do you have a favorite track off the album?
Right now, it's Free Before 12. I like that song a lot.
Okay, yeah, Free Before 12. I like that too.
But I also like Do More for Fun. Like, I like that song too.
Yeah. No, I like Free Before 12, and I would say, yeah, Fly on the Wall. The reason why I think Fly on the Wall, for me, I kind of like felt that you were kind of going through something.
Oh, yeah,
and I felt like what you said, the transparency on each of your bars, like I felt that. I felt like you were speaking your truth, which a lot of rappers don't, but I appreciate the ones that do. And one bar that stuck out, I'm not going to repeat it word for word, but it's just you mentioning that you wanted to start like therapy this year. Yeah. And you didn't, because you felt like the words and everything that you were doing was just through therapeutic. Talk a little bit about that. Like, are you in therapy, or do you use
I'm actually
music?
not. My girl been pushing that heavy. Like, she been saying, like, you know, she thinks we should do it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give her a shot. But
I tell every black man they should, at least once.
But she been pushing that heavy for a while. But like, me personally, this is the thing that makes me feel like heard. Yeah. Because I mean, let me not downplay it, but like, you know, you're going to talk to someone that will listen to you. But I feel like the people that appreciate my music, they listen to me. You know, so like, it's like talking to them. That's like that's my outlet. You know, so but she been pushing it heavy. So I'm gonna give it a shot.
When Do More for Fun was completed, like, when did you know, like, okay, it's done, it needs to go out? Did you want to add anything else, or you were just like, nah, I need to get that out to my people now?
Crazy thing is, that was like a buzzer beater. Like we finalized it. Like, we turned it in as late as we could. Like, you know, but that's only because like we were trying to like add so many things, like finishing touches and stuff like that. I was going back and forth to the studio. You know, I just always felt like something was missing. So, like, it took to the last minute to, like, really put it out.
And how are you feeling now? It's been out for a while.
I mean, I feel like I got that weight off my shoulder, you know. Like I feel like I got that monkey off my back with like just dropping, because like I never dropped my own song, like ever. So like for my first to be a project, I feel like that was huge. And then also like recently, like over the summer, July 26th, through my own show, sold it out. It's crazy. No song out at this time. No song. Like the people that came, they heard some of the EP for the first time.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's crazy. You actually invited me to that one. I wasn't in New York.
It was crazy.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah. So no track, nothing was out. No songs was out.
No previews, no nothing.
And you just performed it. And how was like the crowd when you saw them? Like how did they react?
Yeah. Once I saw like the crowd reaction, I was just like, yep. We were actually supposed to drop in July, but you know, it wasn't quite ready. So immediately after that show, like we kind of like was working like overtime in August to make sure we get it out.
But were all the songs done like in August, and you were just putting in the final touches?
All of them got finished in August.
August, okay.
Like some of them were done, but like all of them got finished in August.
And I would say like I love when artists like could like actually perform too. And I saw you perform back in the day, so I can imagine how like amazing you got over time. Do you have like a favorite thing you like doing as an artist?
I love performing. That's actually the best part. That's the best part. I love performing. And I don't like performing with vocals. Like I don't. Like play the beat. Like let me rap.
Yeah.
Let me rap it. Like play the beat. You know, I don't like, for all that, we might as well play the music and I not rap at all.
Oh my, I'm happy you said that. Yeah. That's like one advice I always give artists, like make sure you have performance tracks or just play the instrumentals so we can actually hear you talking. Even if you miss a few words, fuck it. Like
I be messing up too. Like sometimes I don't know, as of late I have been. Like lately, like before I would be so perfect on stage, I would not mess up. Now it's like I might mess up a little bit, but I don't beat myself up about it. I just keep going. Like I might blank out, forget my words, start freestyling for like 3 bars, and then get back on it, and nobody would notice.
Wow.
Word.
Okay, word for sure. Word. And you mentioned freestyles. Let's hop into that. So you've been very active on social media, Instagram specifically. Talk about your freestyles. You've been dropping it every day still?
Every day, yeah. We on like, what day we on? Like 272 or something.
It's 366 days this
year.
We
under 100. We under 100 for sure. Like we on like day like 272 or something like that.
Why did you decide to do that?
I just felt like I just needed to give myself as much chances to win as possible. And I also felt like I always had the talent. I just felt like I just needed to be seen. And what better way to give yourself that visibility than just, you know, and I kind of like, when the year first started, I knew, like, this was a part of my plan. Remember, I told you I had a plan. I was writing it down, like, I'm going to buy a camera, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this. And I did just that. You know, I bought all my equipment. I shoot and edit all my videos. Yeah, I just like rent a studio out. Like lately I've been like, shout out to Gene, but lately I've been like filming at his studio, you know, but beforehand, like when the year first started, like I would just rent out a studio, take my equipment there, just bang out like 6-7 videos, wash, rinse, repeat, just keep doing it like that.
So you bang it out for like the week, the current week or the...
Yeah, like I'll batch it, like, you know, because it's stressful trying to like figure out how to do it every day. And then some days when I really can't do it, like I'll repost content, repurpose it, you know, but every day I try to give like my audience something, you know.
And how have your fans been reacting to that? Or you don't care, you just dropping it?
Nah, I've actually been very connected, you know.
Okay.
Dropping those freestyles is what connected me to all the producers that worked on my project. Yeah. So I remember I was doing it before in like 2018, and I met, shout out to my big bro Daff. I met him. He produced one of the beats to the along with 2 other producers. He produced one of the beats that I did, And when he heard me rap over it, he hit me up immediately, and we connected. And while I was on my hiatus, he was like the only person, like, man, you got to get back out there. You got to get back out there. He been telling me for years, literally. So when I popped back out, the first content that I put out was over a beat that he produced as well. So he FaceTimed me. I'm glad. Let's keep doing it. So he then connected me with, all of the producers. Shout out to Sonaro. Shout out to Hollywood Cole. Shout out to Chad. Who else? Shout out to Quincy. He so my bro Dav connected me with all of those producers.
Ooh.
Literally, I owe him a lot.
Now, shout outs to all of them, and then shout outs to you and your consistency, because honestly, a lot of people don't have that.
Yeah.
And sometimes, like, you have to go through stuff to bring you to a place where it's just like, right now, like, push it to the limit, just go and stuff. So I appreciate that you're doing that, because I respect artists and I respect their artwork, and also just like their drive when doing it, because it is hard. Life definitely be lifing.
It's tough.
It's definitely tough, but it's when you detach yourself from the end goal, and you were talking about that before earlier. I think it's just like most important, because you're realizing like you need to stay in the present, and you're enjoying the present, and also you're learning things throughout this whole time too. So at the end of the year, you probably going to be in a different space, mindset.
That's how I was thinking. I was thinking like that in January, but I didn't want to think like that all year, because I know if I kept thinking about December, it'd be hard for me to get from January to December. Yeah. So like how January, I was just trying to get through January. Like I thought about it for a split second, but I was just trying to get through January. And then once I got through it, now it's just like, all right, we about to roll into a new month. I'm just thinking about that. Like now I'm thinking about that. But the consistency has been, it's definitely brought me and opened a lot of doors for me, and like every other day, like I'll wake up to like, where they'd be like a cosign or like a DM or like a like from a certain person, I'll be like, wow, like what the what?
I don't want you to name all of them, but like, do you have like a specific like highlight in your career right now that's stood out to you and just was like, wow, this person is fucking with me?
I think I did a freestyle to Peaches and Cream in 112. Like 112 was like, they shared it. Like I'm seeing them comment, I'm seeing them repost. I'm like, what the? I think that was like this year. That one probably. Oh,
that's fire. That's classic.
It was a few more, but I ain't gonna drop all of them. But that one was like tough.
Wow. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I was watching, we don't do a lot of interviews, so I appreciate for coming on to Stay on TV. But I think you mentioned in the last interview you did, like in June or July with City Talks or City Interview, something like that, that this current album was supposed to drop in December, or you wanted?
It was, no, that project was supposed to drop in
July.
In July. The show that I was going to do was supposed to be for December.
Got it.
Yeah. So I was supposed to do like an end of the year show, but like the momentum was so high. And then, as I built that relationship with the venue, it just made sense to do it at the time that we did it. But the show was supposed to be in December, but I'm happy I had my experience in doing the show, because now it's like with the next one, it's just going to get bigger and better. Like it's gonna get way bigger. Like that show was so crazy. Like I went to sleep that night thinking like, what did we just do? Like that show was crazy.
Yeah, and bringing out all your supporters out. I know that's like.
That show was crazy.
Sheesh. Man,
crazy.
now I have to make it to the next one for sure.
Yeah.
Why you saying yeah?
I'm gonna make sure you make it.
I was like not even in town. So,
I'm gonna come get you.
No, come get me. I'm right in Queens. But now where do you see yourself like in the next 6 months?
Next 6 months, man, I'm trying to be dropping another project. I ain't trying to just sit on this music. I'm gonna promote it for as long as it's out. I'm gonna promote it forever. I'm trying to drop another project. I'm trying to, continue to build social media presence, because I feel like, you know, I have high engagement for the amount that I do have, but I want to build that up. I want to continue to build up my YouTube, you know, just brick by brick type stuff. But I eventually want to get to a point where I can make like a substantial living from my music. And I feel like I have the means to do so. And I feel like I can do it in the next, like, you know, 6 to 12 months, you know.
I love that. Do you have an end goal or no?
Nah, I just want to find my tribe, find the people that like the music that I like to make. And that's it. Like, I don't want to be as big as Beyonce. I still want to be regular. I still want to be able to take my daughter to school and stuff like that. But I do want to not be able to work. That's, I work, and I work a lot. And I want to not be able to do that. But I just want to make a living from music, and then also, you know, still be a dad, you know, a brother, a son, you know.
Yeah, family man, of course, for sure. Do you ever see yourself like writing for other artists?
I've had opportunities to do so this year. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Okay, but you would have to like, do you have to like understand the person or?
Nah, I feel like as an artist, I could put myself in, you know, I could paint whatever picture is required. You know, I feel like I'm capable of doing it. I don't necessarily need to. It could be completely transactional. I feel like I could do it, honestly. But if I did meet them and got to talk to them, I feel like it would be way better.
Do you believe in God?
Absolutely.
Okay. How important in your life, like right now, and you pursuing music and giving it your all, is God in everything?
I feel like he's credited for everything. You want to know what's so crazy? Like, I was just having a conversation with someone, and they were telling me, like, we were just speaking about like faith and stuff like that, and I was telling her, shout out to my little sis, I was telling her, like, I believe in him, yes, but I do feel a little lost in a sense of, like, you know, like wanting to lean into it a lot more. Like, these good things are happening in my life, but it's like, how? Like, how and why me? You know, so like I've been like searching a lot more lately, but I wouldn't say that I've, you know, I definitely didn't grow up on that. Like, this is some stuff I'm discovering as a man, but like, you know, having a child made me want to do that more. But yeah, like, all credit to him for sure.
Yeah, and I think, you know, having those questions is good that you're having those questions now, but why you is happening, it's not happening to you, it's happening for you to develop you into the person you are today. But as you elevate, it's always going to be other obstacles too, and I feel like you've been doing a great job because you're here now.
It's crazy, and like, me and God got a strange relationship for real, because like, he done got me out some situations for real. Like, in anytime I ever prayed, I swear it worked. It don't matter what it is, but I feel like I always pray to get into situations or to get out of situations. And now I need to pray to just not even pray. I just need to just give thanks and show gratitude to the things that are already in my life and, you know, will eventually multiply.
Mm-hmm. Why do you think he brought like music, your music genes into you?
I don't know. Like, I really don't know.
But why are you doing this?
I'm doing it because I feel that connection. Like, I feel like this is the divine thing for me. Like, I feel like this is exactly what I was put here to do, and I see it in like all the like confirmations and stuff that I get on the like there could be me in a room and another guy in a room, and we can do the same thing, but people will gravitate towards me more, and I don't know why, but like, it can't be me. Like, it can't be me, you know. So like, I don't know. I just feel like this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah. No, and I think you should continue it as well too, because you are finding your tribe. Do you have a name for your fans, or you just call it tribe? Okay, what do you call it?
We it's called the Stunt Doubles.
The stunt doubles. Oh,
Yeah,
that's your hashtag. I was trying to see why your hashtag on Instagram was that. Okay, stunt doubles.
Yeah, that's the name. We rocking. We we small, but we growing. By the day, and they like it. Like they like the name. Before I put it out there, like I asked them, like, yo, what y'all think about this? They was rocking with it, so. Word.
Right. And do you have like a core team that you go to before like releasing music, or that's in your studio section?
I'm mainly only consulting with the people that's working on the music, or like Gene. Shout out to Gene or YJ, but that's it.
Okay.
Like it's super tight.
Okay, super tight.
Super tight.
You don't like play it for your girl or anything?
I play. I don't really count her, but I play some songs for her and stuff like that when it's done. I never really like enjoy, like, even like when it was like a M&B thing, I never enjoyed so much hands in the pot, or like too many people in the studio when I record. It'd be just me and the engineer, like, or just me if I'm doing everything myself. But I never really enjoyed too much input. Like, I rather like go inward with what I think the song needs, and then just play it for people after I feel like it's ready,
Do you have like a particular time that you need to write? Like, do you have to feel in a good mood? Do you have to feel in a bad mood? Do you have to be under the influence?
Nah, I don't drink, I don't smoke, so like that's never.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's never a thing for me. So I just like to be clear-minded. I don't really indulge in too much. Like special occasions, I might, but like
clear-minded is good. But if you're saying you made fly on the wall when you were going through it too, dang, that's good too.
Sober as hell too.
Okay.
Like, sober as hell. I've never smoked before, and I don't think I ever will. But like I've had a drink or two, but
it's just not your thing.
Nah.
So you be in the gym and stuff, or
I need to get in the gym.
Okay, but you just be on the.
I just be regular.
Living life.
Yeah.
No, that's good. That's good. So what other things you do for fun besides?
I like to hoop. Okay. I play a little ball. I cook. A lot of people don't know I could cook. Oh, my bad. Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't know I can cook. Stunt doubles know I can cook though.
So shoot.
You know I can cook, but I hoop. I can cook. I can draw. Obviously, play video games. Those are like the main things, and then I like to go to shows and stuff like that. Like, I'm still a fan at heart, So like, I like to go to like shows, smaller shows too. Indie shows. I like to, wrestling.
Whoa, okay.
I just went to my first indie wrestling show, so that was pretty dope. What else? I want to say like I'm a shoe collector as well, So I've been on my sneakers, just getting my sneakers. Yeah.
Okay.
I've been on that lately.
Nice. All right. So you said drawing, hooping. Wow, you do a lot of things. That's good.
Cooking. Don't forget that.
Cooking.
Yeah.
You said. So your next show, you should have like a sample.
Have
some wings, some something.
I could dead do that. I could dead do that. I cook like somebody aunt. I'm not even joking.
Really?
I swear to God. Word.
All right, my family's from the South, so I would have to try to taste some of that.
I get them right.
Okay.
Word.
All right. Okay. What are you most proud about yourself?
I would say I'm most proud that I'm living in my purpose, that I'm actually like trying to be the person that I think I am inside, like deep down inside. I would say I'm most proud of that. Like I'm actually trying, and that's like my biggest accomplishment other than, having my daughter.
Nah, I love that. And I feel like you are living in your purpose and you're speaking your truth. And I can hear that. I can hear it. I can hear it in your voice, and I can hear it in the music. If it's like, well, I listen to your music, but say if it was like Kibin or someone that's watching my show right now that haven't heard anything from you, what song would you pull up right now?
3 Before 12. Yeah. So listen to that song. Listen to that song. And then immediately after, you can listen to Fly on the Wall. So, yeah.
Heard it. It's both on his album, by the way, guys.
Yeah, both of them.
Okay, so no old stuff. Listen to current stuff right now.
Also, you could just check my IG and just pick anyone. You know, pick anyone and just vibe out. One thing I will say about like people discovering me, they go down that rabbit hole. They watch that one video that catch their attention, and they go down that rabbit hole, and then it's like, all right, I like him. Boop, let me follow. Boop, let me subscribe to the YouTube. Like, wash, rinse, repeat. It just keeps happening like that, you know. So.
Okay, and I know we didn't touch on it a lot, and I don't want to put like names to it, but you kind of remind me of J. Cole. You give me that type of vibe.
That's
tough.
That's tough.
But
I love that.
What do you have any influences, or you
definitely? He's one of them for sure. Wale, I love Wale. Big Sean, I love Big Sean. Russ, I like Russ a lot. Russell, I like him as well. Those are like the main ones, and then 50 Cent as well. Like, cause like growing up, like I was G Unit. You can't tell me I wasn't G Unit. I was G Unit.
We all was G Unit.
Word too, I was G Unit. But I like his melodic hooks and stuff like that, and just I feel like he was like literally the biggest rapper ever. So definitely him for sure. But those are like my biggest like influences as far as like music.
Okay. All right. And then do you have any like dream collaborators that you would love to work with? It doesn't have to be rappers now.
Chris Brown.
Oh, okay.
Chris Brown.
Chris Brown.
Chris Brown. Bro, I get that Chris Brown feature, it's over.
Oh, it is over. Yeah. Did you see him on tour?
No, and I'm so upset.
Oh, I'm upset too.
You didn't see it?
No, I did not.
You've never seen him?
No, but I'm seeing Usher
either.
for my birthday. But
that's tough. That's tough.
Chris Brown, I love Chris Brown too.
I'm mad I didn't see Chris Brown. We gotta see him because like greats like that. We can't take it for granted.
I know.
You don't know when the next time he going on tour. So the next one, I'm not missing that.
Okay. All right. So just Chris Brown.
Chris Brown.
No
Beyonce,
females?
Beyonce too.
Okay, Beyonce too.
Beyonce too, bro. I get that B feature. I might pass out. Word.
Put it in existence. Speak it into existence
Beyonce and
right
Chris
now.
Brown. Those two, and LeBron on the intro. He don't even make music, but I need him on the intro. Word.
Free Before 12. I feel like I can hear that behind like basketball games or highlights or like gym music and stuff.
Hoopers tapping.
Yeah, Hoopers tapping for sure.
Hoopers tapping. You need a song for your mixtape tapping.
Nah, I love that. And I would say we're wrapping up now. One of my favorite questions I ask too. Why should we stay on Stunt Hard?
I feel like you should stay on Stunt Hard because Stunt Hard has staying power. You know, if you don't know what that is, Wale got a song called Staying Power. And that just means when an artist has like signs of like longevity. So I feel like I have longevity. I'm a very cultured person. I'm a student of this game. I've been studying for so long, you know, and I feel like it shows in the music that I make. So that's exactly why you should stay on Stunt Hard.
Love that. And 100 years from now, when we're all gone, what would you hope that your legacy leaves behind?
I hope I'm somewhere in a museum like that, you know, hip hop museum. Like I hope I'm somewhere in there. I hope they build one in New York and they just, you know.
There's one in the Bronx.
It is.
Yeah.
I want to be on that joint. I need to be in that joint. They need to put me in there. I actually need to go there.
Yeah, is it open yet? Oh, it is open. Yeah.
Cause I know like they do like pop ups and stuff like that. I know they had the Jay-Z pop up. I've never been there, but I haven't been there.
What?
I haven't been there to the Jay-Z pop up.
At the Brooklyn Library?
I haven't been there.
Son, where you be at?
In the crib. Word, I be
Okay.
in the crib. But yeah, I want to be somewhere like that. Like, you know, like I want to be like a legacy act. You know, I don't want to just get in this thing, do it for a couple years and disappear. You know, I want to get in here and stay in here, you know, so yeah.
And I have like a lot of inspiring artists that watches my show or reach out to me. What's one piece of advice you would give them pursuing?
Do it. You're not bugging. Do it. You know, whatever you think is right. Do it and do it consistently. But do it now. Like, don't sit around waiting, man. Just do it.
Even if they have like one listener.
Yep. Because that one going to turn into 2, and that 2 going to turn into 4. And that 4 going to turn into 8, and, you know, so forth and so on.
I love that. Yeah. Thank you, Stunt. It's been good. And it's really good. You know, this is your first time, surprisingly, on my show, but it's not going to be the last. I feel like the timing was perfect though, especially like when you reached out, because I feel like you said you went through a moment. I felt like I went through a moment too. Life just be happening, and sometimes you don't feel inspired, and I feel like that's one thing I take very serious, and I don't just interview everyone. I actually turn down interviews because I have to feel a certain way. I have to feel a certain way, and I feel like you, where you're at in your life right now, you're in a good space. You're creating, continue to create that content and push it out, because it's going places, and people are listening to you, and you're growing your fan base and more. Yeah.
I appreciate that so much, yo. I couldn't wait to come here. Like, I wanted to do this for a long time, you know. I knew you wouldn't turn me down, though.
I knew that.
Yeah, like, I knew it, but it had to be right. Like, even, like, before when I was on hiatus, like, I would see you interview people, but I just knew, like, nah, I'm not reaching out until I have something, like, you know, legit. And because I wouldn't want to waste your time, or anybody's for that matter. So it just had to be right, you know. And I feel like everything that I'm doing now, it just makes perfect sense that we here right now.
Yeah. Well, you definitely have a supporter. Well, you always had a supporter, but definitely I'm here now, and I appreciate you for sure. Why you so sorry?
Because I started rocking.
Oh, rocking. Oh, I didn't even notice that, but I can just clip it. It's fine. But no, next year's up, 2025. But like we said, we like staying in the present right now. We're highly favored and blessed, and yeah, guys, thank you for tuning in. This is Ashley Tiffaney, and I'm sitting here with
Stunt Hard.
We're tuning out, guys. Bye.
I got my foot on the pedal for real, and I cannot step on the brakes. The show is just started, so if you ain't with us, then you gotta get out the way. I do whatever it takes. Look.